I gave into the hype and I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. So today we're going to do an unboxing and I'm going to take you out for a test vlog and we're just going to see if it lives up to the expectations. New to vlogging, and up until this point I've just been using my iPhone, but I've been wanting to invest in a proper vlogging camera for a while now. That being said, I am a big believer in the idea that you don't need a bunch of fancy tech to get started with a YouTube channel. You can take your iPhone and film pretty good quality videos with just that, and if you're just getting started, I really do think you should start out that way until you've decided that YouTube is for you and it is something you want to continue, and then you can invest in a vlogging camera. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I love my iPhone and the camera is good quality, but the iPhone does have some limitations. And there's just a few little things that have just been like niggling away at me for a while. I don't know, I just felt like it was time to upgrade to a better camera. I've had the Sony ZV-E10, I think that's what it's called, on my vision board for like the longest time. And I really thought that when I invest in a camera, that's the one I was gonna get. Like, it was the one that I saw a lot of my favorite vloggers using, and I don't know, I just had my heart set on it. But then the DJI came out and I just got reeled into the hype, honestly. Like, I watched so many reviews of it. I saw it on TikTok, I saw it on Instagram, I saw all the vlogging girlies giving it a go, and yeah, I got sucked in. I got sucked into the hype. So let's do an unboxing now and then we can take it out for a spin. I will test its features alongside my iPhone. We can do a little comparison. And yeah, we can figure out if I just fell for a gimmick and wasted £600 or if it's really worth the hype. Okay, let's get into it. Ta-da! Oh my god, this is so hard to get into. I need some scissors. Why can't I get into this? I feel like I'm gonna stab myself as well. Alright, you know what? My nails are actually working better than the scissors. Is this ASMR? Oh, I think I got a sticker. That's cute. Okay, a box of something. Various instructions. I think I'm gonna start with whatever this is. Oh, okay, I think this is the case. Seriously, why am I struggling with this packaging? Ah, okay, yes, so this is a protective cover. Hopefully you can see that. It actually will make more sense once I've got the actual camera out. And I've got this. I'm just gonna tear this apart. This is the cute. I love that it comes in this little bag. Like, this is like the size of like a little pencil case or a makeup bag. Like, this is just gonna be so easy to just like throw in my handbag. This feels like such good quality. It feels waterproof. I don't know if it is, and I don't know if I want to test that, but it feels like a kind of almost like neoprene, like waterproof kind of material. It just feels very sturdy, very sturdy. I am so excited. Like, this feels like Christmas. Oh my gosh, it's weighty. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't expect it to weigh this much. Okay, so this is what it looks like straight out the packaging. It's all kind of, the lens is in here and it's all kind of like folded in on itself at the moment, and this is the screen. Just peel that off. Oh, that's satisfying. It fits in my hand perfect. I actually watched a few reviews and people were complaining that like it was a bit small to fit in their hands comfortably. But now as I say that, I realize all those reviews were from men, so I guess it's fine if you have little girl hands like me. Oh, actually, maybe I see what they mean, like maybe your fingers would get in the way of the screen. We'll see, we'll test that out later. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that aside for a minute and then we'll see what else we've got. So I got the Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo, which means it comes with all this like extra stuff. So it comes with this mic. This looks so good. The mic I've been using at the moment is honestly garbage, absolute trash. I will actually put a picture of it on screen so that you know not to buy it, because I bought it from Amazon and just the sound quality was so terrible. I might as well have like not been using a mic. Like my phone camera audio would have just been better without it. So I'm very hopeful that this is going to be a lot better quality. We will test that out later. This is what it looks like. Oh, and then what's this? So I've got this little wind buffer thing for the mic. I think they call this a dead cat, which I hate that name. So that just clips on top of there like that, so then when you're out in the wind, it's like, you don't get that, you know, the sound, the awful wind sound. Got a cable. Always appreciate when things come with cable because so many gadgets these days do not. I'm calling you out, Apple. I've got this. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay, so I do know what this is. Okay, so this is a wide angle lens. It is so tiny. I'm actually really scared that I'm gonna drop this or scratch it. I'm gonna put it down here really careful. We can have a play with that later. Then we've got this. I believe this is a battery pack. So you attach this to the bottom and I believe it like not only gives you a bit more like space to hang on to, but it also extends the battery, which is really cool, and I do think that's going to come in really useful. Then we've got this, which is again, it's the same sort of thing, but it's a bit smaller. And then finally, oh, this is the tripod. Okay, that's cute. Oh, it's Diddy, but no, I love that. And this is, oh wait, there's something else, And then this is like a little magnet thingy, which I believe clips onto, there we go, it clips onto the mic. I really hope this is in focus, by the way. It clips onto the mic, so you can stick it on you. Oh, it's really strong now, I can't get the magnet off. Oh my god. So I could try and just stick it onto my pocket here. They're really strong, actually. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, okay, and then I dropped it. The mic also has this like clip thing, so if you did just want to clip it on, maybe not like that, but yeah, clip it on, you can. And this is the inside of the bag. All right, I'm gonna try and like put this together, like assemble it a little bit, and then I can show you. So this is it with the battery extender. Oh, it's moving, oh my gosh. I'm just setting the language to English. I should probably read the instructions because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look how it moves. It feels like a little, I don't know what it feels like. This is really cool, guys. Oh, it's asking me to scan a QR code to download the app. I think that is so I can connect it to my phone. But I'm filming with my phone right now, so that's gonna have to wait till later. No SD card. Ah! Before I can start using it, I need to put in an SD card. So even though you do get all this stuff with it, you don't get an SD card. So I did have to buy one. I bought one separately from Amazon. One tip I will say that I've learned already from watching reviews and stuff is that you should get quite a big card. So I got one, I think it was about 500 gigabytes. And also if you want to shoot in 4K, you need to get the micro SD card that has a little V on it. I'm gonna pop it up on screen so you know what I mean. Okay, and then I think I can attach the tripod like this. Oh, it's swiveled round somehow, and now it's looking at me. I don't know how I made it do that. This is fun. And we can flip these out. Okay, I cannot wait to play with this. So I am gonna charge it up for a bit and then we can take it out on a test vlog. It actually feels massive once I've got all this stuff on it. I don't know if I'll walk around with like all of the attachments on. I think I liked it better when it was tiny, but we'll see how I get on when we're actually out and about. Oh my god, now how do I turn it off? Okay. Ooh. So one thing I don't love is that the instruction manual doesn't have any written instructions, it's all pictures. And if you've ever survived the trauma of trying to assemble IKEA furniture, you'll know that these kind of instructions are not always that helpful. Like this, for example, I have no idea what this means. I do not know what is going on here. So I think this is gonna take a lot of trial and error, but it's fine, we'll figure it out, we'll get there. Okay, so I've just come out to do a little test vlog, and I just want to say, like, I'm not a very techie girly, so I'm not going to go too in depth with all like the camera specs and things like that, but if you're a girl like me who just likes to vlog and wants to know if this camera is good for that, then hopefully you can get some value out of this video. Okay, so one thing I'm liking about this camera right off the bat is that I don't need to like hold it at arm's length to get myself in shot. Whereas with the iPhone, I feel like you have to like fully extend your arm and like hold it really far away just to like get yourself in. Whereas this, I can see a lot more of myself in the frame just by holding it relatively close to me, which for someone like me who's a little bit like shy about vlogging in public, it really helps. I feel so much less like conspicuous. It feels a lot more discreet. Yeah, really like that feature straight away. I think I do still need to figure out my angles with this camera though, and I keep looking at the screen instead of the lens. I keep forgetting to look at the lens, and then also the gimbal keeps kind of drifting off, and I need to figure that out. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. I'm just trying to work out how to angle the gimbal. It keeps kind of drifting off towards the sky. I haven't been able to figure out how to do the exposure yet, and I feel like this is completely overexposed. But I'll keep playing around. I will figure it out. I do feel like it's quite intuitive. Like, it is the kind of camera you can just like pick up and start using immediately. But yeah, I do need to spend some time to sit down and like figure out all the controls. It's cut me out of the frame again. How are we doing this? All right. Okay, I'm trying face tracking now. Maybe that'll be better. And it did charge up really fast. I was so impressed. I think it took me about 20 minutes to get, it was on about like 30%. It took me about 20 minutes to get up to 100% with the battery. And obviously it's got that battery extender as well. So I love that about it. So I'm just out for a little walk now. Gonna go to a coffee shop, grab a coffee. I really wish it wasn't so windy today, but it's September and the weather's starting to change. How well the mic works, because there's a lot of background noise going on in here. But yeah, I do definitely feel a lot less self-confident, self-conscious about like talking to the camera in public. I feel like no one's even noticed that I've got a camera set up. Not in like a creepy way. Okay, so I took my coffee to go, and I've just come back into the park and I found this bench so that we can sit and test out some of the other features. So the first thing I'm testing out is connecting the camera to my phone via the DJI app. So I will put a screen recording of what I'm seeing on my phone so that you can see, but if I press this little dot here, oh, that's so cool. I can move the camera around and control it from my phone. Okay, that's not where I wanted it to go, but yeah, this will take some getting used to, but I can control the camera from my phone, and that's pretty useful. So that's a really nice feature of this camera that I love, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing around with that in the future. I think I should also be able to do face tracking from here. Ah, okay, there we go. So now if I move, the camera moves with me. Oh, that's really fun. I think this is going to be so useful for like when I'm doing my solo travel vlogs and I don't have someone there to film me. I can kind of be off doing my thing and just like zap, 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 control it from my phone. Like, that's going to be such a useful feature. You know, I won't have to worry about whether I'm in shot or anything like that. I can get some more dynamic shots with the camera, like following me around like this. You see? Yeah, and see, it can still see me. That's really fun. I can go really far away and it's still tracking me. Like, this is gonna be great. I love this. It's kind of like having my own little pocket cameraman with me. Okay, so next I want to see how things look once I put the wide angle lens on. So this is what it looks like. It has this little magnet on it, so it should just clip on. And there we go. And now we've got a wider angle. I don't know, it's hard to tell if that made much of a difference just from looking at the screen, but hopefully it did. So this is what it looks like with the wide angle lens. And I'll take it off again. Oh, and this is what it looks like without, and with. So another thing I really love is the flip button. You can just instantly flip the camera around so easily at the touch of the button. So say, for example, I'm here and I'm talking to you, and then I want to show you what I'm seeing in front of me. All I have to do is touch the screen like this, and it instantly flips and shows you. Again, I feel like this is going to be really, really helpful when I'm out doing my travel vlogging and things like that. Another great feature is that you can shoot in vertical mode just by flipping the screen. So this is really useful for things like filming Instagram Reels and TikToks. It doesn't shoot in 4K when it's in vertical mode, it only shoots in 3K, but for social media, that's plenty. And then because I have the app connected to my phone, I can instantly send those videos straight to my phone and upload them straight onto Instagram. That's definitely going to come in useful. So one last thing I wanted to test was the smoothness of how it looks when I'm walking versus how that looks on the iPhone. So one thing I always notice about filming on the iPhone is that, like, if I'm walking along and talking, it's super, super bumpy. So let's just give it a quick test. This is how it looks on the DJI. I think it looks pretty smooth. And this is how it looks on the iPhone. I think it's a lot more bumpy and it's a lot more difficult to get that smooth shot. I definitely prefer the way it's looking on the DJI. Is honestly so nice. Like that little mini botanical garden inside the greenhouse, like that was so cute. It was really nice. Let me flip you around. See, there's fountains and all kinds of cute stuff. It's a nice park. I like coming here. I've actually been out filming for a while now. I'm getting really hungry. I'm trying to resist the urge to go back to the cafe and buy like a donut or something. So one thing I will say I've noticed with this camera, and like this might just be a problem with me, but like because it's so small, I kind of almost subconsciously think of it as like an action camera, which I guess it's kind of an action camera, but it is fragile. Like you can't treat it like a GoPro. Like my GoPro, I will just like throw around and like I'm quite rough with it, but this camera is a lot more fragile than that. And I feel like if I treated this camera the same way I would my GoPro, I would like scratch up the lens, break the gimbal, all kinds of things. So I'm just having to be like conscious of like treating it like a nice camera and not treating it like an action camera. So I won't be using this camera for things like, you know, strapping it to the front of my surfboard or, you know, going rock climbing with. I will be sticking to my GoPro for that. And it's not waterproof either. So I was filming near the fountains a minute ago and like some spray was coming on me and I kind of had to be like, oh, okay, like I need to take a step back because I don't want to get wet. I don't want to ruin it on my first day. But that might just be a me problem, you know?
6 hours later.
Okay, so it's a bit later in the day now and I've just come back out because I wanted to test the low light function on the Osmo Pocket 3. So the sun has just gone down and there's not much light around. It's getting pretty dark, but looking at the display screen, I don't know, I'll have to see what it looks like in the edit, but it looks pretty good. One thing that's always let me down with the iPhone is that it just really cannot cope in low light. So let's turn it around and have a look. Okay, so here we are shooting on the Osmo Pocket 3 in low light. It looks pretty good to me, honestly. Like, I need to look at it in the edit, but this looks great. I'm really impressed. And now let's see how that compares to the iPhone. It's a lot darker on the iPhone. Yeah, you can barely see me. Completely different. So one thing that's always bothered me with shooting on the iPhone is those weird like green lens flare that you get when it's dark. I don't know if this bothers anyone else, but it drives me absolutely insane. And like it's been a problem for years, and every time they bring out a new iPhone, I hope they're gonna fix it, and they just haven't. But as you can see here, the Osmo Pocket 3 does not have that problem, so that is just a huge win in my book. Like I can move the camera around a lot and we're just not having that problem. Even when the train went past, still no problem. It's actually getting really dark now, but if you're just looking on the camera, it doesn't look it. It looks a lot lighter than it actually is. I'm honestly so impressed with this low light feature. But it is dark now, so I'm gonna head home. Okay, so after I've taken it out for a test spin and had a play around with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, here are my final thoughts. This is what I think of it so far, and how does it compare to my iPhone? Well, I just love it, honestly. I can see so many advantages over the iPhone. The main one being the fact that it is so discreet, and like for me that is just such a huge selling point. Like I don't feel self-conscious vlogging in public. Like when I was in the cafe, I felt like no one really noticed that I was filming myself. It's just really small, and when I'm sort of walking along talking to myself, like people aren't looking that close. They probably just think that I'm on the phone or something. I think that's definitely going to help with my confidence, and it's going to help like motivate me more to vlog in public. So for me, it's almost worth the money just for that, honestly. Because you know, I feel really self-conscious with my phone sometimes. Like you have to hold it out here, and like it's super obvious what you're doing. And definitely, if I'd have invested in a like bigger, proper camera, it would have been, again, even more obvious. So I really love this little setup. I definitely need to take some time to find some tutorials and to learn all the controls. I'm struggling a little bit at the moment with the exposure. I've just got everything on automatic and it's not really working out for me. You can see at the moment the sky is a little overexposed. So another great advantage over the iPhone is the stability. It's got that built-in gimbal, which means you just get this really nice smooth footage. And I think that's going to help so much, not just with my YouTube content, but also with my Instagram content as well. Having the app that you can connect to your phone is amazing. Like that's just making things so much easier. And I love the active track mode. I'm going to have so much fun playing around with that when I'm on my trips and when I'm filming things. It's just going to give me more like dynamic shots, more range. Yeah, it's going to make things easier when I'm alone and filming solo. And I've had a little playback of some of the footage already, and I can tell that the audio quality is so much better than the crappy Amazon mic that I was using. So I think the mic is great. The dead cat seemed to be doing its job because the wind has been horrific today, and I don't think it's been too bad on the video from what I've seen so far. Yeah, really loving the quality of the mic. So is it worth the money? I think definitely. Like I am so impressed by this little camera. I love it. I can see myself using it a lot in the future, and it's definitely going to replace my iPhone as like my main vlogging camera. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you liked me, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!